I would like to call this meeting to order, May 12th, 2025 at 7 PM. Could everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First item on the agenda is the approval of the April 14, 2025 meeting minutes. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Joe second, okay. All in favor? Aye.
Who moved? Who second? You're not
Joe.
talking into the microphone, so I can't hear you.
No, Joanne motioned and Joe,
Okay, thank
Second.
you.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Okay. The second item on the agenda is the Wengloski subdivision. I motion to continue the public hearing. Do I get a second?
Second.
I have to also state for Wengloski that the lead agency is going to be the planning board. Is that good, Marilyn?
Fine with me.
Okey dokey. The next item on the agenda is an area variance for 198 Dogtail Corners, parcel.
You need to make a motion to continue the public hearing, Phil Welowski, to the next.
I think I did that already.
She did, he seconded it.
I did. I motioned it, and Jacob second.
Okay, I thought you opened it. Then who opened it?
Okay, I said motion to continue. So
Okay.
Is that okay, or should I say open?
Next meeting, Deb. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, next item on the agenda is area variance for 198 Dogtails Corners, parcel 7160-00927735. I would like to motion to open the public hearing.
Second.
Nope, motion. You're going to
So
motion,
moved.
Jacob, and who's going to second?
I'll second.
Eager. Okay, and you are?
Good evening, Evan Pendleton from Insight Engineering, Surveying Landscape Architecture, here on behalf of the applicant. As you mentioned, the project's located at 198 Dogtail Corners Road, on the east side of Dogtail Corners Road. It's also adjoined by the 10 Mile River to the east of the property. The site's currently developed as a single-family residence. The applicant's looking to
Would you like to
construct.
use this? Oh, it doesn't work here. Poor Ryan. Doesn't work on the television. Sorry.
Doesn't work on the screen.
The television is brand new, so
So the applicant's looking to construct an accessory cabin within an accessory structure just south of the existing residence. It'd be a one-bedroom cabin. The cabin's proposed to be constructed as a prefabricated structure that would be delivered to the site from the manufacturer. So that the applicant wants to use the cabin just for visiting family members and guests as an accessory apartment to the existing residence. He wants to keep it small because it's not going to be used full time, only certain weekends of the year. So because of that, we're here to request an area variance from Town Code Section 14511C for the minimum square foot of an accessory apartment of 500 square feet. The proposed structure has a floor area of 399 square feet. So although it's less than the town requirement, it still provides spacious living area and a bedroom with a kitchenette and full bathroom. So we had also provided in our cover letter the 5 criteria for a balancing test that's used to assess whether to issue the variance, and we believe that supports the benefit of the applicant outweighs any detriment to the neighborhood or the surrounding community.
Okay. My question is, why there on that part of the lot? Why not by the garage?
So, if we actually go to the site plan, you can see the topography. That area sits down below the house, and the cabin gets tucked into the slope.
Okay,
So it still doesn't impact any of the views from the existing residence and the deck behind the residence, but still provides a good view from the cabin of the river without being tucked too far back.
okay. Anybody else have any questions or comments? Okay. So we're going to discuss this as a group, correct? The proposed application will or will not produce an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood because I say it will not because the view sheds are protected and it's in a good location.
I would agree with that.
You
I
agree?
agree with that, and also that it's smaller than what was originally,
It's smaller than what was,
yeah.
what our code
Code
requires.
requires, so.
Okay.
Debbie, I can't hear anything you're saying at all.
Opie, what happened?
It's because you're not in the microphone.
Okay. I have a very, my voice doesn't
You
broadcast.
don't, your voice doesn't carry.
No.
Me neither, so.
Yeah. It's hard for me to, I'll be hoarse by the end of the night. So, okay, so we answered that question, right? The first question. The second question is, benefits sought by the applicant cannot or cannot be achieved by any other feasible means because, anybody want to comment on that?
Seems like it can't because of the topography, the landscape.
Okay.
That, without changing the whole mountain or
Okay.
hillside, right?
Yes, okay. Cannot because of topography. Okay. And the variance request is or is not substantial? I want to say it's not substantial.
Not substantial.
I agree. It's not.
Okay. Number 4, the proposed variance will or will not have an adverse effect on impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood or the district because it will not. Because there's 4 acres, it's probably it's very wooded, and there's
Correct.
no one's going to be affected by it. Okay, that's the next, you all agree with that?
Just a question with regards to the bathroom facilities that'll be on the, in the structure itself. Is this going to be tied into an existing septic system, or is this going to be moved closer to the river,
A separate new septic, just solely for the cabin.
just solely for the cabin?
So that
And
the main
obviously,
residence
all the
will,
all the building requirements that the town requires for, like, not being too close to a waterway, things like that will be met?
yeah, so we're in the process of doing testing with the health department, or we're scheduling testing with the health department, and then we'll make a submission for them, for water and sewer.
Okay. I remember, I think one of the planning board meetings, they were just going to have a septic tank, but I guess the health department would not let them do that. They have to
Correct,
have
so we're
fields.
gonna work on designing a full, conventional septic.
Okay. All right. The alleged difficulty necessitating the variance was self-created but it is not sufficient to cause a denial for the request variance. I'm not quite sure what that means.
So if you're gonna accept that, then you'll say the alleged difficulty necessitating the variance was self-created, but it is not sufficient to cause the denial of the requested variance.
Okay. So I think it's not it's, it is self-created because they're putting it there, but it's not a significant amount, so they request a variance. Correct? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So then, now I go to the resolution, right? Okay. Well, I did the resolution, because that's in the resolution, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to vote, I think.
Yeah.
Is that the point now, we're going to vote? Okay.
I would also just state for the record that you're putting the resolution in the record as if you've read it in its entirety.
Right, okay, so the resolution granting variance for section 145-11C, an area variance to allow the accessory apartment with only 399 square feet of floor area, where 500 square feet of floor area is required. So that's what we're voting on. So is it, I guess, I don't know, so everybody else goes first, and then I'll say what I. So you want to go first? You're in favor of this variance?
I'm in favor.
Okay.
I am also.
So am I.
And so am I.
So then we'll, should I have called the roll call?
I call the roll call.
Okay, so should you call the roll call now?
So may I ask who motioned to accept it?
I'll motion.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Member Yeager? Aye or nay?
Aye.
Member Troop?
Aye.
Member Torchak?
Aye.
Chairman Kaufman?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. Thank you very much. You got your variance.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good luck.
Okay, so I'm going to motion to close this public hearing, correct? Yes. All, a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Then what is next? The next future meetings are June 9th with a deadline of May 19th, and July 14th with a deadline of June 23rd. Can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Jacob?
Second.
Joe? Okay. Thank you.